Hey nerds, Camille here. I cannot sing, but yes, Camille here, 1/3 of PrettyBrown&Nerdy, and today I want to chat with y'all about something new that I thought of that I might do. It's a little segment on this channel called Netflix Rewind. So every month, well, in general, I watch a lot of Netflix, and I've noticed that cropping up more and more lately. Actually, not cropping up more and more lately, just in general in the last year or so, there's been a ton of Netflix originals, whether it be movies, shows, you know, there's just a lot on Netflix now. And so as I'm watching things, I thought, why not do a little bit of a wrap up or a review or something of some shows that I watched every month on Netflix, shows or movies. So I will start y'all off with the month of August. I watched Voltron Season 3. Now, we pick up Voltron Season 3 at the end of Season 2 after all the Comic-Con madness where they released the first episode and they showed us little clips of how Season 3 and a little bit of Season 4 is going to be, to get everyone hyped because they decided to do a new format for Voltron where they're releasing shorter seasons. Voltron Season 3 gets a 5 out of 5 for me. A 5 sparkles out of 5 for me. That's going to be my new like rating system, is I'm going to use the sparkle emoji. So it gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sparkle emojis out of 5 for me because it was amazing. Like, there was no hitches for me, and I think it's a formula that really works because when you have a shorter season, you have a smaller amount of time to tell a big story, and so there's no marks to be missed. There's no fillers. I mean, there was kind of a little bit of filler, but nothing that like too straight off the path of telling what the heck is going on with the Galra, what's happening with Prince Lotor, meeting Prince Lotor, what's going on with the boys, and Princess Allure and Karan. So yeah, Season 3 of Voltron was amazing. It came out early August, finished it quickly, and Season 4 is just around the corner. So yes, that is my rating for Voltron Season 3. The next show I watched was, it came out earlier in the summer, but I didn't watch it until August. Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. So let me tell you, I had no idea what I was getting into, but I kept seeing, I don't know if y'all noticed on Netflix, they kind of changed how at the top where they show you like a little preview clip of the show. If it's a Netflix original, they give you like a whole full clip to get you like really into the season. And I saw Allison Brie in some weird spandex and it looked 80s style, and I saw a lot of women and I heard wrestling and I was like, I'm in. Now, I had no idea it was based off of a real thing. And so when I was going into it, I was like, this show seems wild. And I'm definitely into, or definitely down for a show that involves an interesting, diverse cast of women who have body diversity, have different backgrounds. We get to follow a little bit of each of them, even though Allison Brie and the blonde woman whose name doesn't matter right now. They were the two main characters and they were the two rival leads in the show. We get a glimpse of every one of the ladies and feel like they're important. And definitely, since there's going to be Season 2, we get to find out more about the women and the wrestling and all of the concept of the show. Basically, it's a director and a producer were coming together to make a crazy show about wrestling because it was the producer's like dream on a whim, and the director was like, yeah, I'll do it because you will produce and fund my next movie, right? Yeah, so that was the concept of it. And he was like, let's get this together and make it like some weird thing. And it all led up to the final episode where they aired and shot and aired the first episode of the show to go up on live television. So yes, it was interesting, it was weird, it was crazy. Allison Brie had her little crazy eyes and she was so dedicated and so like just weird and almost awful at times, but like you got it and you kind of sympathized with her, but not enough to really love her. But it doesn't even matter if you didn't like her because the show's concept was so interesting. So yes, Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, I would say it gets like a 4.2 out of 5 just because some of the things that distracted me from the show was Allison Brie's character. The only real issue I had was I wish that we could have gotten a little bit of a more glimpse of some of the other women, but I do feel like they were just setting the stage for more seasons and more like stories to tell. So yeah, Glorious Ladies of Wrestling gets a 4.2 out of 5 sparkles from me. Okay, so let's go into the next show. I was looking forward to this because I am a Marvel hoe sometimes, and I was looking forward to the Defenders, but after Iron Fist, my like interest dropped off. So yes, I am reviewing kinda the Defenders. That show, it was a no for me, dog. Like, sorry. I didn't feel like the cast as a whole, like our little small Avengers team for Hell's Kitchen in New York, had anything going on for them. I don't feel like they had much charisma. Like, duos did have charisma. I did enjoy interactions between Jessica and Matt, or Jessica and Luke, Jessica and Iron Fist even. She actually seemed to be one of the only people in the show that was reacting properly to what was going on around her. Synopsis is that they are fighting the Hand because they are going to unleash something on New York and destroy the city, and Iron Fist, somehow Danny Rand happened to be the one that all of this was centering around. And I'm like, y'all, like, think about it. If you're going to make a show about the Defenders and the series beforehand flopped, Iron Fist, nobody liked him, then why are you going to center him as the kind of driving force of a lot of the season? I don't get it. But it was cool to see the big ensemble of all of the characters from all of the shows combine. I really liked seeing Claire again. I really liked seeing Malcolm again. I really liked seeing Jessica's best friend. I really liked seeing Jessica's best friend again, whose name is evading me right now. I'm sorry, I forgot. It was cool seeing, you know, Foggy and Karen. I don't care about Karen, but yeah, you know, it was cool seeing them all to come together into one show. And I'm really hoping that Defenders Season 2 is good. I don't know exactly when it's coming out because we've got Punisher, more Jessica Jones, more Luke Cage, etc. coming out. So I guess I'll be on the lookout for that. But honestly, Defenders is gonna be like I'm gonna give it another a point in there, like a 2.8 for me, almost a 3. It was almost a 3, but I just wasn't like captivated. Sigourney Weaver being in there, being kind of menacing. I respect her as an actress, and I really thought she was going to bring something to the table, and while her scenes were compelling, she just wasn't enough. So yeah, Defenders, if you watched it, if you watched it, let me know how you felt about it. Tell me some things, maybe I missed something. It was 8 episodes, so it was really quick, and I really felt like it could have, you know, probably told a better story in 10 episodes, so I don't know. It gets 2.8 sparkles out of 5. That's it, y'all. No. Ooh, okay, so the next thing that I'm going to review is a Netflix original movie called #RealityHigh. So, y'all, I have a soft spot for YA stories, young adult stories. I love YA novels. I kind of, in the back of my mind, kind of want to like write a YA novel. So I absorbed like teen comedies, teen romance, teen rom-coms, all that kind of stuff. And Netflix delivered for me for Reality High for a multitude of reasons. Number one, the story is about a young Black woman who is in high school. First of all, sold me there because it is a teen romance or a teen comedy or a teen YA movie about a young Black lead. Sold. Secondly, it is a teen rom-com where it is not a mixed couple. It is 2 Black people in a relationship together. Now, when do we get to see those kinds of stories being told on anything really? Like, think of a teen rom-com, a teen YA, anything, and tell me when you really thought, unless it was told by a Black person, a story told by a Black person, which don't get much highlight anyway. Think of when you can think of a romantic story told about 2 young Black people in love. I was just like, heck yes. Also, I was sold by her natural hair, her mother's natural hair, how beautiful her family was. I was just here for it. I was going in being like, oh, this is gonna be like, you know, some cute story, whatever. But it really touched my heart. The main character, she is kind of like a nerd. She is super into caring for animals. She works at a veterinary clinic, and her best friend and her, like, you know, hang out together all the time. And I thought maybe it was gonna be a story about her and her best friend, because you could tell that the best friend, a white male, was going to be in love with her, and I thought that was gonna be the story. But it happened to be that the cute nerdy black girl got the really popular, awesome jock type dude, and who actually was an all-around good guy. So the story was, she was made fun of and bullied by her like childhood friend, who was just horrible to her, and her friend grew up to be kind of like a teen Instagrammer and had a bunch of followers and stuff like that, and had a show called Reality High. And she kind of got into the popular group again and fell in love with the guy, and the ex-best friend, aka the villainess in this film, did everything in her power to kind of break them up and ruin her. And it was a cute story, and I'm just here for black love on TV, and so that's what I got. And yes, it was perfect. It wasn't perfect. Okay, I'll take that back. It wasn't perfect, but it was a really cute, well done story. So I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5 sparkles. There were some things that were a little cringy here and there, but I mean, it's a teen comedy, teen romance movie, so whatever, it happens. What's next? The next thing was a Netflix original movie that I was kind of anticipating just slightly, The Incredible Jessica James. Another movie, another story being told by a black woman about being a black woman and navigating her romantic life. It was a rom-com. I love rom-coms, and so I was really here for it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the hugest fan of Jessica Williams' content. I did really like her and enjoy her on The Daily Show, but outside of that, you know, two dope queens, it's just not my cup of tea. But I still want to be out here supporting black women, supporting black girls, supporting black femmes and black femme magic. So that's what I was going to do by watching this show, or this movie. And it was basically a rom-com about her coming into her own. She is, you know, knows who she is, she knows what she wants, and she just got out of a relationship with the adorable bae cutie Lakeith Stanfield, and now she was trying to navigate her life, trying to figure out what she wanted in a new relationship, and she meets a new guy, and, you know, fun ensues. It's cute because it's her telling her story about, you know, her being a writer, her being in New York, her being an interesting, eclectic soul, and how she, like, gets through life and figures out things. I definitely, if you want, you know, a cute rom-com and you want something just cool, relaxing, a reprieve from this, like, crazy life, I get it. I would say watch Jessica James. I know some people didn't really love it, but if you go in not expecting a lot, it really delivers on being a rom-com. Like, if you are a rom-com person, you will like this movie. That's it. So I will give it just a 4 out of 5 sparkle emojis, which is still, that's a high score. That's a 90. That's a 90%. So yeah, go check out The Incredible Jessica James. Also, she's coming out with a new series about her being a sci-fi writer, and I'm really excited about that. So black girls out here doing things. That's all I ever want in life. I did watch some other things between August and September, but that is pretty much my August wrap up. So let me know what you are out here watching on Netflix these days. Like, let me know. I know there's a ton of things, a ton of Netflix originals that I'm missing out on, so tell me what you want me to review, or tell me what I should be watching, or what you're looking forward to, because Netflix out here just doing a lot, and it's really cool to see how this medium grows and how they're embracing more diverse and more interesting stories to be told. So yeah, that's it for me, but make sure you have liked, you have commented, leave a comment below, please. Talk to us, subscribed, and head on over to all of our social media. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, We are on Instagram. Like us on Instagram, okay? And yeah, one last thing, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/PrettyBrown&Nerdy. We're going to have some Patreon exclusive content on there, and if you are interested or looking for a way to support us, definitely hop on over to Patreon, because not only will you get exclusive content, you will feel good about helping us grow and thrive out here on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is it for me. Shit, I'm trying not to I am knocking things down. That means I need to go. So yes, until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.